Okay.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Bashim, Shabbat, thought to all the brothers out there. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thom, Bashim, shout to the sisters out there. This is ISUPK, Louisiana, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. And this is our Day of Atonement service. And this is a day that we afflict our souls for whatever we have done in the past or whatever we've done in the future. We are afflicting our souls to get forgiveness for the Most High. That's what we are doing. That's what this day is for. And it's not to be taken lightly, because we have to check about it. But I'm going to start the Sabbath service up. Just like it. Get the service started. Lord Yasharallah, next to Israel. Say the prayers in the Hebrew star means turning face east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, Ayah, Shabka, Yahweh, Malakbaka, Laba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayah, Asha, Rataza, Kawa, Ayah, Ashamayim, Utan Lanawa, Akam, Kal, Yawan, Wasalat Lanawa, Kawawat Wat Nawa, Wasalat Nawa, Kawat Wat Yanawa, Wala'ah, Balabaya Anawa, Badan Sayawan, Abal, Awashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Wahala, Walapara, La Walayam, Aman, in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. This is Akash power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Papa Kosha, Lafang Nawa, Akash, Larapa, Ka Makala, Kabadawa, Akash, Mataha, Matazarayam, Akash, La Aquarium, Amathium, Akash, Irawakwa, Atamala, Lagarson, Bashem Yahweh Shah, the Wadaman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Blessing in Hebrew. Rakatha Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, why Makiala, why Halal Yom, Matazabaya, Halawap Yahama, Halawap Yom, Halasarai Yom. Quataza Yayam, Yayam, Akwam, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, the Bada Aman in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander Junior Hunter, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Waya Sharala, Waha Baya, Sarapaya, Barak Rapa, Magan, Hagan, Bashem, Yahushai, the Wada Aman in English. Said, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahushai, thank you so big. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Read. Asha, Ayanya, Haraya, Mahayana, Yabaa, Azariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Warataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Wagalka, Ayanawan, Shamarka, Ana, La'ah, Yanawan, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Yoyah, Yamyanka, Yawaman, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Akarai, Yashamar, Atha, Yapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Wabawaka, Ma'atha, Wa'awalam. In the English, it reads, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew, it reads, Alahayam, Mayalaka, El Tasharash, Wa'ala, Tashakwat, Kayahana, Awayaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Yahamaka, Ya'ara Yawam, Yamwa, Sabada, Wayatha, Ya'atazawa, Tazapawa, Yaka, Amawa, Yasharala, Awada, Kaya, no Wataza, Tazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Yaka, Barya, Yakawa, Ahala, Adawam, Wa Yashabai, Alayam, Ma Waba, Wa Hagarium, Kabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amala, Palasha, Am Yasha Yabya, Tazawa, Gamasha War, Nalawa, Aman, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salat, Asha, Laham, Kamaya, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabya, Danakal, Koyatswa, Nashamawa, Bayandar, Hayawa, Shaman, Adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Karai, Wa Kazaba, Wa Tazabana, Ka that's a Yakamwa, Asha, Amawa, no Asha, Lanawa, Ata, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shaya, Tawa, Kagabala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Ra'ash, Ka'ash, Tabar Ya'ar, Wa Kalaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Taradama, Basar Ya'aka, Wabasa, Wapafka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashawa, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Waya Kaparawa, Wayabawa, Wayadawa, Kayahata, Shamka, Yahawa, Abaka, Al Yawan, Kaharataza. The English reads, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy hidden people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites are Moab and Hagarenes, the Baal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also to join with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Do unto them as unto the Mennonites, as to Sarah, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which pairs of Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like a rail, and like Zeed, yea, all the princes of Zabah and of Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, and as the flame sets the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded in trouble forever, yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. So, you see it? We got another holiday for Israel. You know, like I said, we missed like they got talked about it. We missed Labor Day, but we had more blowing the trumpet, and now we got another day of atonement. But we have to, when we actually show that we love the Most High, that we want to be blessed, that we want to be favored by Him. That's, you know, we showing that because we finna afflict ourselves for 24 hours. You know, do this fast, not complain, not be saying woe is me, you know, all that. You know, oh, I'm so thirsty. You know, no, we doing this. You know, because we want to be forgiven for our sins, or you know, or a little transgression we did that we might not even be aware of that was wrong. You know, that's what we want to do. You know, and that's what the Most High, you know, we're gonna be in Leviticus 23. You know, everybody want to know why we do these high holy day. This is why. You know, this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know, we're not supposed to follow the holidays of the Romans, because that's all the holidays is. You know, they came from Babylonians, passed down to the Romans. You know, that's all it is. You know, and we don't do that. And the thing about it, we are, like I said, we are holy people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are holy people. You know, and this is what we're supposed to do. You know, I know you know you Christianity minded. When you feel, you know, God knows my heart. You know, He knows what I want to do. I can't stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobsters. I can't fast. You know, yes you can. Yes you can. I'm doing it. I came from the same place you came from. You know, even though I probably ain't been in 20 years, but hey, I was Christian minded too when I first heard the truth. You know, when I accepted blacks, Hispanics, American being God's chosen people. You know, that's what I did. I accepted it. You know, but you know, we're finna go to Leviticus 23:1, and this is what He told the children when they was you know, when He had them in the wilderness. You know, this is what you celebrate. Forget about all them other guys or all those other people that you are coming across. Forget about what those guys had, those guys of Egypt, those guys of the Canaanites, Perizzites, Jebusites, you know, and Amalekites. Forget about they guys. I am the one true God. You know, and I'm the one you're supposed to follow. Mm-hmm. You know, so read Leviticus 23:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be a holy convocation, even these are my feasts. So then Moses tell them right there, this I'm gonna give you the feast days. You know, these ain't we're not gonna celebrate feast days of Horus, Imhotep, you know, Ramses, anybody from Egypt, you know, that we left. That's day holidays. You know, let's go to a scripture where the Most High actually tells, you know, what he actually feel about those holidays. You know, Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell your solemn assemblies. He let you know. You out there, when you was out there on the Labor Day, and you was up there cooking, all that. Most I wasn't spending that. You saying no prayers, he wasn't hearing those prayers. Your songs, he wasn't hearing your songs. Verse 22. Though you offer me burnt offering and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. So he let you know, hey, I ain't smelling none of that. You can say, bless this, I ain't gonna bless it. May it kill you. With every bite you take, I hope you be chewing on raisins. That's what the Most High think about it when you're celebrating those holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, Labor Day, your birthday, St. Valentine's Day, all that. You hoping you're choking to death while you call yourself praying to him. So take away from me the noise of thy song, if I when I hear the melody of thy vows. So hey, you saying, hey, I don't want to hear that Christian music you're playing, what those spirituals they call them. I don't want to hear that. Most I said, I don't want to hear that. That wasn't done in my name. That was done in somebody else's name. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what the most I feel about those holy days, your holidays. That's what he think about them. He don't care nothing about them. Now, verse 3, 6 days shall work be done. So now, like you said, 6 days shall work be done. But like I said, this is not our rest. Some of us have to work from Sunday to Sunday. Don't get a day off. This is what kind of slavery we in. This is what kind of messed up slavery we in. But we are. We are. That's why we pray. That's why we praying. That's why we follow these laws, statutes, commandments for the Most High to get us out of this hell. For the Most High to come, for the Most High to send Christ back, and Michael and Gabriel and the flying saucers to come and destroy this place, or we can be in our own land. That's what we want. That's what we are doing in this day of atonement for. We trying to get him. We trying to get the Most High to speed it up. We follow your laws, statutes, commandments, Lord. Please come back. That's what we proving. And of course, if you take medication, or anything like that, or you're under the age of I think 17, 16, you don't have you don't have to fast. This is for every able-bodied man or woman. That's not on medication or anything like that to do this fast. If you take medication, no, you don't have to do it. Let's see, verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You should do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord and all your dwellings. But this Sabbath, what? I had to do a little work. Hey, if I ain't escaping, like I said, this is not our rest. We in hell. You always got to do something here. It's just like I said, this is modern day Egypt. This is Egypt. This is Egypt. All over again. This is Egypt all over again. We back in slavery, like the Most I said in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. We're gonna send us into Egypt again. But this time with ships, and we came over here in ships. Even though we have a certain group of people, won't say no name, who claim to be Israelites, but even they know who they are, because we know who you are, and everybody else know who you are. It's in verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocation, which you should proclaim in their season. It's just like we had more blowing of trumpets. Hey, that was one high holiday. Now you come across another Day of Atonement. This, and all these high holidays are important. And none of them is to be taken lightly or overlooked. Because you will be told about it. If you overlook it. Mhm. But this is our day when we trying to get ourselves right. Like I said, like I know you may get into it with a brother sister may say something the wrong way or said something, said something wrong to them. This is your day to be forgiven of. Whether you think you was wrong or not, or whether you think you was wrong or not, this is the day to get it right. This is the day to get it right and be atoned for. Verse 5. And the 14th day of the first month at evening is the Lord's Passover. 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. So we got what? We got our next holiday, I like to call it. Holiday is the Feast of Tabernacles. It's a feast for 8 days. I mean, like, ain't this better than the one day that Christians get? They get 1 day. We have a whole week and so we have a whole week to celebrate, And then we ain't giving up to no pagan god like Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, no. No Saint Patrick, no leprechaun with some grass in his hand. We ain't giving it up to him or any other deity. We giving this. We we give it to the Most High, the one who deserves that praise. I just feel very lucky to be able to have learned, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the true children of lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Because I didn't know that. That is some, I just knew something had to be better than this. We had to be more than what they say that we are. We had to be more than just bywords, proverbs, bywords. We had to be more than them bywords that they called us. We had to be more than that. I'm glad the ISUPK been saying this since 1969. It took me a long time to catch it, but I have it now, and I'm holding on to it. Let's see, verse 7. And the first day you should have an holy convocation. You should do no servile work. Amen. So that's what get a lot of people right there. They feel like, oh, I got to work 7 days a week. I don't get time off. That's okay. You can still, do day atonement. I know you're working seven days a week, round the clock. Don't get a day off. Really, in a lot of cases, you can't even afford to take a day off. You take a day off. It's like took half the week off because you have so many bills. Like you say, you off in this. You under pressure. You can't afford to take a day off. It ain't that you don't want to take a day off. You can't afford to. I don't know how that is. Verse 8. But you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is a holy convocation. And you shall do no servile work therein. This is like you looking at these Israelites that Moses is giving these laws to. Like I said, they was a stiff-necked, hard-headed people. Think they had these miracles performed right before their eyes. But you think they listen to Moses? They moan, groan, whine, complain, and had miracles right there in front of them, right there for them to see. They saw the plagues, they saw the Passover angel come through Egypt and wipe out the firstborn of the Egyptians, man and beast. While there's while lives were spared, So they saw all that, but yet you think when they got up in the wilderness, they was complacent with it? No, they complained when Moses, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, Yeah, and then like, hey God, why come you in charge? all that. Though we are holy men too. They up there, trying to take power from Moses. And when Moses the one got them out of Egypt, when they got hungry, they complained to Moses. But then when the Most High wanted to talk to them, they got all scared. Heard that thunder rumbling and all that, and trumpets blowing. Hey, they got scared. They ain't want this. Hey, you talk to them. We too scared. We don't want to talk to them. So that's how the both sides show them. Hey, you don't want to talk to me. You've been saying Moses to me. I'm gonna make you scared to death to talk to me.
Verse 8, but you should offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7 days is a holy convocation. You should do no servile work therein.
So I mean, you got you make a meal, every day. Cook every day. That's your holiday. No, don't be and this and a gift is all right. When give somebody a gift, that's fine. It ain't Christmas. Don't do it on Christmas. Don't do it on their birthday. You have your own high holy days. And these are it. And you have your officer stressing upon you, officer captain stressing upon you. These days are important. Don't take them lightly. Don't take your job lightly.
Verse 9, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when you become into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then you shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
You see, you said you gotta tell them back then you had to bring a sheaf, a bundle of wheat, corn, something like that.
Your first fruit of your harvest unto the priest.
You got to give it to the priest. Just like you have to give your tithes to the priest. Give your 10%. You got to give your 10%. That's scripture there. You got to you pay tithes.
Verse 11, and he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you on the morrow after the Sabbath, and the priest shall wave it. And you shall offer that day when you wave the sheaf and a he lamb without blemish in the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
He said you got to give up. They had to give up the lamb. Just like we have Passover, kill a Passover lamb. And it'd be a lamb without blemish. I know people be looking at that lamb. I wish I could sell it. That goes to the both sides. And there must be some nice looking lambs.
Verse 13, and the meat offering thereof shall be 2 tenth deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin. 14, and you shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears until the same day that you have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings.
That's how we still doing now. We doing that now. We are, like I said, we doing this day of atonement. Like I said, if you can do it, do it. But like I said, if you're on medication or anything like that, you're not required to do it. Because that can be, never know what might happen if you skip a day taking your medicine. We don't want that, we don't want nothing to fall you that's wrong, because you're trying to do this,
Let's see. Man. Verse 15, and you should count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16, even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall be numbered 50 days, and you shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. And you shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baked with leaven. They are the first fruit unto the Lord.
So like, look, we ain't, we don't do that, but we doing this right here, and you can't even do that. You want you so people are so Christianized, that they don't want to even do this. They say, nah, it don't take all that. They say it don't take all that. It don't take all that running, hollering, screaming, jumping on, falling out on the floor, spitting all up. It don't take all that, but you do it. You come in here, you come into an Israelite school, and you don't hear no organs and drums and stuff like that. You like, man, this dead here. This is dead. This what they say. This is dead. I need to be in a live church. Like that church is dead, and you dead right along with them. Better come up there, hear the true priests and prophets of the Most High. The man finna sing you a song and dance and take, only thing you will give is 10% of tithe here. Here he want tithes, he want offerings, he want a building fund, he want everything you got. But that's what you rather follow than follow the true priests and prophets of the Most High. That's what you rather follow right there. Verse 18. And you shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams, and it shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with the meat offering and the drink offerings, even an offering made by fire, a sweet savor unto the Lord. This just remind me when I was young in the church. I was like teenager going to church. I never could fast. Tell me why I got an ISUPK. I could fast just like that. Never fasted in my life. I got the ISUPK. I fast. That really solidifies that there's nothing like One West. There's nothing like One West and what they teach out of this Holy Bible. So, they made a believer out of me. That's why I never stopped following my God. Never. I don't care what happened. I never stopped following my God. And never stopped serving my God.
Verse 19. Then you shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings.
And they used reading all about the office, and man, we do all that. Christ was the last, sacrificial lamb. He was the office. So that I do, but just because a lot of y'all think because Christ died, that the laws was done away with, and that's not true. That's not true at all. Christ followed the law. He followed the law all the way through. And he taught, what about Moses stuff. Just like what Matthew 5:17 said, think not that I don't come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till earth and heaven pass, 1 jot or 1 tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, to all be fulfilled. So that let you know, just because Christ died, Christ came, he wasn't eating shrimp, he wasn't eating crab, he wasn't eating lobster, he wasn't eating swine. Christ came, he wasn't sleeping with nobody. Why? He wasn't committing adultery. He wasn't a whoremonger. He wasn't a liar. He wasn't lascivious. He wasn't a reveler. He wasn't none of that. He was a true example of the word holy being separate from sin. Separate. He wanted. The word Christian wasn't even around when he was around. That came hundreds of years after he died. They came a long time after he died. He didn't call the 12 disciples. They call themselves Christians. They follow Christ, but they call themselves Christians.
See there. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs, and they shall be holy to the Lord for the priests. 21. And you shall proclaim on the self same day, they may be a holy convocation unto you. You shall do no servile work therein. There shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generation.
Just like y'all like to celebrate that Christmas forever, you got to celebrate these high holidays forever. That's what we do. It's all up in ISUPK. That's what we do. We follow these high holy days. And if it was the lead ISUPK, still follow these high holy days. Still follow these high, this word, this is the truth. This is your truth right here. That word that's off in this Bible. That's your truth right there.
Let's see here. Verse 22. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God.
Everybody remember when you was young, like say back like 50, 60, 70, it used to be fruit, all around, Used to you be able to walk by, pick fruit, or whatever, people kind of at least try to do, this is what the most sides, this was like come out the Bible. When you got a garden or something like that, you don't pick everything. You leave some for the poor. Somebody might be walking by hungry. They can pick and get them something to eat, So they say leave that for the poor. And now you can't even find a raspberry nowhere, a plum tree anywhere, You can plant a tree and you can't even, it ain't guaranteed to bear any fruit, or you can have a walnut tree, a pecan tree, and who's gonna bear it bear bad fruit, And that's why it's the Most High cursed it, because they stopped following, the law, They say when you're plant a field, don't clean everything out, leave some for the poor, so somebody can have something to eat other than yourself.
Thou shalt leave them for the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God.
So those are commandments by God himself. You don't do it. But now, we don't, being blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we don't have nothing now. We hardly have land for to plant anything. It was just enough for ourselves. It ain't nothing, we don't have nothing that we can give to a seller where they can buy our fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, but we can make a living off of it. No, we don't even have it. We barely surviving in this hell that we in. And now we're getting ready to go into the Third World War. It just like they had last night, Commander Junior Hunter, and they're showing how Brazil, Russia, China, India, and I can't think of the other countries. They have something called BRICS, and they try to come up with their own currency. They're gonna knock the U.S. dollar out of the war. Knock it down, America is gonna be like an American, and Britain gonna be like a third world country, pretty soon, and then they can say it may not happen right away, but they still have another chance to do it to do it again, That's like I said, this let this world coming to an end, It's just we need, like I said, we need to come and follow the Most High. I have a nephew. He doing the Day of Atonement. He does it every year, but but he don't want to come and into the ISUPK. But like, hey, you follow the law, statutes, commandments, and hey, that's fine with me. That's what you're supposed to be doing anyway. He may not be in here, but he follow these law, statutes, commandments. That's fine with me. It's a start. One day he might come in. But he follow the law, statutes, commandments. Stuff left shrimp alone. He won't. If I can get him to stop picking up women and putting them down, he'll be all the way there. But that seems to be his only stumbling block. He doing all that. But I give him an A for effort.
Says verse 24. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a war of blowing of trumpets, a holy convocation.
That's what we just had last week. War blowing of the trumpets. That's what we just had, Like I said, we have plenty of holidays coming up. Like I said, we got another one next week. Matter of fact, they having Feast of Tabernacles over in they're gonna be over in England next week. But this weekend coming up, yes. They're gonna be in England. So, I couldn't afford to go to England, so but they're gonna be celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles anyway.
Let's see here. Verse 25. You should do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and you shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So here we go. A holiday. We gotta afflict our souls. So that's what this ain't some man-made. This is what the Lord said to do. I know you're, like I said, growing up in the Christian church, I used to hear all about it. Yeah, you have to fast and pray. Fast and pray. That's all I heard though. But when you see a person fast, and they be fasting and they just look all sad and I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm so thirsty. But I gotta fast. Like most high ain't finna take that. You're not finna take that at all. Like it's a little complaining. And that's all I asked to do. Go one day without food and drink. You ain't taking this. That's why the Christian church has so much mess off in there. That's why you're saying pastors getting exposed by alternative lifestyle men, other men. And women. They getting exposed. You let them know they're not holy men. They're worldly men. They just have the name of pastor, deacon, bishop, reverend, and those titles mean nothing. Like I said, what faith without works is dead. They showing you they works. They all on the news. They all on the news. You see they works. Yeah, they had a faith, but they works is dead because they keep pouring themselves out. If they ain't doing it with somebody from alternative lifestyle, they robbing Peter to pay Paul. Robbing you, just to give unto the Southern Baptist convention, just to give up to them and they the oppressors that's over that don't even recognize someone that is not like them. They don't even recognize that. But that's why I'm glad I'm away from all that. You know, so I'm glad I left it when I was real young, teenager. You know, he said you should do no work in that same day, but it was a day of atonement, and to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. So what's wrong with that? You know, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with making an atonement for something you done did? Not something the Lord made you do, because He don't make you do anything. Like I say, He gonna set before you life and death. That's what He gonna do. Just like He said in Deuteronomy 28:1, He said, "If you follow my laws, statutes, commandments, you will be blessed." He said, "If you don't follow my laws, statutes, commandments, you will be cursed." And that's exactly what the Most High sits in front of you, life and death. Verse 29, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. And see, that's for a lot of Israelites got kicked out of the kingdom for not doing a feast, Day of Atonement, for not atoning for their sins. They got kicked out. That's why you think Paul was talking to the Israelites, scattered abroad, because we was all over. He was all over the place. He was gathering all the ones that was kicked out. Kicked out of the kingdom. The Gentiles are what they call the Gentiles. And the Gentiles was not nobody from another nation. It was somebody that was from Israel living in another nation. And that's what that was Paul's mission, to bring in the ones that was dispersed, bring them back into the fold. That's what Paul's mission was. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Don't get worked up. Like I said, this is not our rest. I know you got to work. I know it's somebody, at a job right now. Probably don't get off to about 6 o'clock in the morning. Or they getting ready to wake up in the next few hours to go to work. They can't be helped. So when you hear that don't apply to you, because you are not in your kingdom yet. So don't worry if you have to work and all that. You still do the Day of Atonement, but just because should not no survival work be done, that don't apply to you, because you're not in your rest. You're not in your rest. Verse 31. You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, all your dwellings. 2. And it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and you shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at evening, from evening unto evening, shall you celebrate your Sabbath. So that's what we're doing. Celebrating our Sabbath. Monday sundown, we'll be through. So in the Lord, verse 33, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles, for 7 days unto the Lord. So that's what's coming up, this weekend. Day of Tabernacles, Feast of Tabernacles. We're gonna feast for a whole week. Laugh at that. Well, you get, like I said, you get 1 day for every holiday. You get just 1 day. We have a whole week of celebrating, feasting, drinking. And it's all because Most High said we can do. Not some man of saying this is what you do. No, this is what the Most High said we can do. We're doing it in moderation. Verse 34, the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speaking to the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 17th month shall be a Feast of Tabernacles for
7 days unto the Lord. 3:35. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. 6. 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you. And you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no servile work therein. So we have actually like, wait, y'all all about why y'all ain't doing it? Like I said, all that Christ was the sacrifice, man. That's why we don't do that. Christ, most I got tired of sacrifices, and you still go back and do something wrong again. Like I said, a poor man, couldn't do that because he was poor. Let's say you're rich, you can, sin, get one of your lambs, offer it up to the priest, go back do the same thing again. The Most High didn't want that no more. No, he ain't want that. No, keep your offers, keep your burnt offers. I want to see your works. That's what he said. Let's see. Verse 36. 7 days shall you offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you. You shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations. To offer a whole offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon this day. Beside the Sabbath of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which you shall give unto the Lord. So I'm saying the Most High got tired of that. He'll deliver us from this enemy, just for us to go, turn our back on them and start following other guys, and he got to punish us again. He got tired of that. That's why you don't see that. So he don't want that. That's why he said, take away your burnt offerings. You ain't doing. You won't do right. You won't do right from the jump. So he said, take away your burnt offering. I'm not gonna smell it. You wishy-washy. That's what he's saying. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which you should give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also, in the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. And you should take on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. So let's see how we have a whole week, that whole week of celebration. Like I said, I just think the both sides for the internet. That's how I found, the ISUPK. That's how I found out, those people in the Bible, they was talking about me. That's how I found out, found out, when I first heard it wasn't even nobody from the ISUPK. It was just a brother, that was at one time part of the ISUPK. And I just, then I found the ISUPK, and just start watching. I was still in sin, so but I was watching. But they helped clean me up. And I was able to make that call to Officer 5,000 battle ball. Want to say, want to see what, is this real? That's what I'm. Is this real? Is this on the up and up? See, was this like the Christian church, or is this different? Is this real? Is this, are they really doing what they say they do? Found out, They haven't been disappointed yet, Verse 41. And you shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in a year. It shall be a statute forever in your generation. You shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. And you shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. So I had to live in tents out there, Those are booths, Verse 43. That your generation may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. One thing we need to start doing, whenever you hear something about Egypt, that was you. It wasn't the committed community, the House of Consciousness. No, that wasn't them. It wasn't guys that them Egyptians. When you was in Egypt, you was a slave in Egypt. Abraham taught those Canaanites and all those other Hamites, reading, writing, all that. Abraham taught them all that. That's what Abraham did. So don't let when you hear something about Egypt, just know that's not you. But the Egyptians, that's not true. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord. And Moses gave them all the laws, statutes, commandments, that we doing to this day. To follow these laws, so like I said, this is the Day of Atonement. Have strength, and do this. We have, like I said, we have the Feast of Tabernacles this weekend, so we got another holiday. So so tell your children never feel bad because they see kids at school celebrating. They got Halloween coming up, which is a pagan holiday, just like the rest of them. Tell them don't worry about it because of kids celebrating a pagan holiday. You have a whole week to celebrate. Always remember that. And that's the close of the atonement service. So, Majin Bapir. Yasharala means to Israel. So, turn face to the east. Prayers. The Lord's Prayer. In Hebrew it reads, Abanawa, Sabashemaya, Wadash, Ayah, Shabka, Yahweh, Alakmaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashemaya, Lathanganawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawan, Basalat Lanawa, Kabawafa Nawa, Kasalat Lanawa, Kabawafa Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabiyanawa, Banasaya. Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalatwa, Wahala, Walapara, Laya, Amen. English, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever so be it. Amen. This is Hakash the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Abakashah, Nawa, Hakash, Abapa, Ka Makala, Walaka Madawa, Haka, Mataha, Matazarayim, Hakash, Habakwamya, Habayam, Hakash, Abakwa. Ha Kamala, Nagarson, Bashim Yawasha, the Wada Amana.
The English read, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. These blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Mike Allah? Why Ha'al Yah? Why Tazamah Yah? Halawap Yah? Halawap Yah? Hasar Yah? Hakataz Yah Yah? Akia Yah Yah? Ha'akwat Yah? Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Tabaraman. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, the men of junior hunter, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the school, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasharala, Wa Yabaya, Sarapaya, Barak Rapah, Hagan, Hagan, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Tabaraman. Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Jesus, thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha, Asha, Ayanya, Ahaya, Mahaya, Yama'a, Azariah, Azariah, Ma'am, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Maharataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Wagaka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Ana, La'ah, Yalawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shamamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Kazaka, Ayah, Yayanka, Yawaman, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Warak, Balaya, Bayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Atha, Paska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Wabawaka, Ma'atha, Wa'awalam. In the English read, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayam, Malaka, El Tasarash, Waha Tashakwat, Kayahana, Ha Yabyaka, Yahamal Yawana, Ash, Yamaka, Yara Yamwa, Sabada, Wayata, Yatazawa, Tazapamu Yaka, Amawa, Makawa, Wanakahayam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Awada, Kaya, Nawatazawa, Laba'a, Yakawa, Ya, Yaka, Baya, Ilkarathwa, Ahaya, Adawan, Wa Yashamai, Alayan, Mawaba, Hagarian, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amala, Palasha, Yashabya, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aman Hayawa, Zerawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Asha Lahan, Kamayan, Kasa Sarah, Kayabyan, Manakal, Aryashwan, Nashamada, Nash Magwa, Yanda Arwa, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Karai, Wa Kazaba, Wa Kazabak, Wa Tazamana, Ka Nasa Yatma, Asha, Amawa, Na Yasha, Sha, Anawa, Ata, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kamga Dala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Dabar Yar, Wa Kalaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Daradama, Basara Raka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Pan Yahan, Palawan, Wayabakwashpa, Shaka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Ayai, Waya Kaparawa, Waya Abawa, Waya Dawa, Kaya Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Nabaka, Ayawan, Kaharatazah. In the English read, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. And lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and they have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let them cut them off of being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Baal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines and with the inhabitants of Tyre. I'm sure also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jaban, and the book of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a rib, and like Zeid, yea, all the princes of Zabah and Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burnt the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are most high of all the earth. One Curtis salute in Israel. My Sabbat, Majah, Barak, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakathon. Sorry, turn, thanks to sisters. One Curtis salute in Israel. My Sabbat, Majah, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Thon Bashem Yahshua. That's the top. Class dismissed.